Hi, I'm Rosie.
Yay, I'm back on YouTube.
Welcome to my channel. We're looking to what's going on intuitively in the world, from the political to the personal. I have a Patreon channel linked below, and I do personal readings.
I want to tell you all about my new class, Mastering Lenormand with Rosie. The class starts on October 20th. Learn Lenormand at your own pace. Sign up at rosieinsights.com. Over 8 weeks, 16 lessons, live Q&A videos answering any and all of your questions, and lifetime access. Sign up by Sunday, October 6th for the early bird special, only $99. We learn all about Lenormand, where it comes from, the meaning of the cards, how to combine cards, going over all the different spreads that are commonly used until we get to the famous Grand Tableau. And you will learn all the simple and the basic and advanced techniques for interpreting Grand Tableau. At the end of the class, you'll be able to do personal readings for yourself and others. Welcome to my class. I hope you join us. Thank you.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is that right? Oh, hello. Hello, Audrey. Hello, Marcia. I have it already replied to Marcia. Go message. Wow. Sorry, I'm been out of my meds. Feeling a little spazzy. It's okay. Well, so weird. Well, I got like half and half kind of thing, and it looks weird. Okay. All right. So, guys, wow. So it's interesting now that I'm doing this. I want to do it every day until the election. There's so much drama going on. Don't you think? I can't believe. So the day before is Monday, and there's going to be so much activity, right? Oh. Hmm. 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 Okay. So, okay. All right. So, guys, wow, I don't know. Don't you think there's a lot going on? And the whole thing with Epstein. And so there's people apparently saying, no, there's people apparently. So a lot of people were attacking the journalist Michael Wolff for holding on to the material. And I saw his response on Twitter, which is kind of fair, to be honest. He said something like, this material was offered to all kinds of news, what is it called? I guess newspapers or media, whatever, and nobody took it. And now they're like, oh, but what was the latest pseudo controversy? They're like, Biden said, was it now the White House changed some? It's like, instead of talking about these things, they distract with bullshit, right? Hello, JDR. Wow. Happy. So she's saying that she works for rich MAGAs and wearing their caps to work. Wow. 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 I cannot. It's like, I don't know. If I saw, wow. I'm so sorry to hear. I'm so sorry. Wow, more. Oh my God. How do you even like, wow. Because that is sort of like saying, it's like, I want women to go to, like, it's all about hurting. It's like being pro-rape. It's like saying, I want to hurt women, right? It's like saying, Wow. It's crazy. I remember you kind of used to say more that there were heirs or something, right? That you work with or something. Wow. It's unbelievable. Wow. 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 Okay. Well, I like to ask for protection, but feel like coming to my head as a bit. Well, I was out of research of something just another test for sure. Okay. Okay. Wow. It's like Lachlan Murdoch. Oh my God. Mm. Mm. Okay. I'm having my mints right now. That's why I'm sorry about that. It's rude. It's rude. It's rude. Okay. Wow. Okay. So wait, hold on. Something on. Okay. So okay, let's I don't know where to start. So okay, this is what I want. Maybe let's start this here. So the DOJ has said that okay, so let's see here. That it was going to here it is. Florida tells DOJ their election monitors are not permitted inside the polling place. And we know, guys, Florida, it's been for decades, right? The center of don't you think they must have cheated for since at least Bush versus Gore, at least. Okay. Florida sent a reminder to the U.S. Department of Justice that they are not allowed to send monitors to polling locations after they sent a press release announcing their planned visits. So I remember I said that there would be, I even saw National Guard or something like that, right? And remember, this is the last time that I know of that it happened in American history was during the civil rights era, the 60s, right? That the Kennedy president sent the National Guard. So, so hmm, okay, and then you know what I'm getting? I don't know if it's maybe I did have the question. Wait, hold on. I see JFK saying kind of rooting for Kamala and the DOJ. And I see this image from him, like you know what is it called? Arm wrestling. That there's arm wrestling, but that the government kind of like it's so much stronger than them. That it's posturing. A lot of it is posturing. Like he doesn't say it in his words, but that's what I'm getting. That they're trying to they're posturing. So, but still, I want to know what is actually going to happen. You know, even so, what is the DOJ going to do? What is going to happen? Clearly, they're sending the message that they're not going to let right. They're not going to let the DOJ in. What will the DOJ do? Right? Like, okay. So, what will happen on the day? Because Florida is saying they're not going to let the DOJ in. What will the DOJ do? I see that the FBI or federal agents go with them and say, you don't know, okay, so you're going to get arrested. You want to get arrested? It's a federal crime. Oh, well, okay, okay. No, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, wow. Mm, mm. Wow. Okay. Mm. So because I see there that they're gonna be like, and that they show up with what is the equivalent of cops, the DOJ does. Because they were told you can't come here. You can't come here. No. And so they come and they're like, oh, we told you you can't. Oh, really? You like, here's the handcuff. Do you want to get arrested? Do you want to go to the federal penitentiary? Spend the night over there. So so they're ready for it. I have a question, but is there enough people for all over the country they're doing this? Yes. So yes, I think so. I think it's, and I see that it's interesting that Merrick Garland will not announce it until the very time, like, right, because they know that if they announce it, then it's like, oh, people are not going to want to go to the polls. So, so what? Oh, and I see this there, guys. Remember, I never forgot. I never forgot the very beginning. I remember when I first started the channel, and I started first. It's interesting. I think it was honestly after I started doing the Patreon thing where it was more intimate. I started doing the visions, and I remember seeing that there was a voting machine that was unplugged and unplugged. Like there was something where they are afraid the feds are going to look at the voting machine because there's something shady going on. There is something shady going on. It's not just right. It's not just voter suppression in per se. Is that they don't you think, guys, they could be changing the votes, okay, manually. Um, I see that they look at a person's face, seriously, and they're like, you know what, let's cancel that one ballot or that one vote. They can kind of undo the vote. There's something like this. So yes. And I see those people have been trained. The people that are showing up to support, on Trump's side to work in the voting vote booths, they have been taught to like cheat or whatever you call it. Okay. So wow. Sorry, now I'm a little too random. Did you see, guys, by the way, Trump, and that's another thing when you think about it, Trump is supposed to be this macho guy. And look at his makeup. He looks, and it's like, as we know, all of us women, like you watch makeup tutorials. Makeup tutorials, like they never say, because it's so orange. He looks so orange. How do you even find a tone that is like that? He wears whatever he wears, that bronzer, something, whatever that is. Like, think about it. The guy who's supposed to be so macho, he wears more makeup than we do. Like, have you lately? So it's even darker when you look at the difference between they have the pictures, right? Over here, and then his face is so orange. He's freaking out, putting it like me, I need to soothing and put on makeup. So he's even more orange than usual. Okay, so what's going on? So tell me what's gonna happen. So I see that the Sanchez is like, no, you can't come in. No, you can't. They're gonna come in, no. And they're like, come with, they come with numbers, they come with big guns, like it's serious. And then he's like, oh, they're pouting. They're pouting because it doesn't work, right? And it's saying those people, guys, and by the way, I did not even add the thing about the threats to Liz Cheney. Because I swear, I know, obviously, she's not a very pro-Democrat in a lot of ways, but I just get this feeling that she actually helped a lot. She helped Kamala a lot by getting a lot of the independent votes, right? Because when you think about it, there's a lot. These are the most important voters in some way. Not right in terms of winning the elections, right? So because we need them. And so when they see that a lot of Republicans are voting for Kamala, she does not look even though they want to say that she's, what is it called, far left or something, they know that she's not. So what is okay? What is the DOJ going to do about Florida saying they can't come in? I just confirm with the card, see what the card say. Guys, the one, became popular. The thing about I did about the woman. By the way, the Tamara Hall. What something else? So I went back to the article just to tell you. I clicked on the part. There's voicemails of her to Trump, and she says things. Just so you know, okay, because I know it sounds like such a crazy story, but there's voicemails. She's saying, "I think the world of you." Don't you think it's weird? She left several voicemails for him. This is like they hacked into, they found his voicemails or something, but there were 4 voicemails from her to him. So there is something to this story. It's not like, it's kind of crazy when you think about it. But so tell me about now we're talking about Florida saying to the DOJ they can come in, what's going to happen instead. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this is okay. Visit, this could be the visit from, okay, guilty, interesting, difficult, guilty. Now, this is meeting with a man, a new person, new beginning, work. So, is the DOJ able to monitor then the voting places in Florida? Since they asked, will they be able to do it? Oh, something fell. Will they be able to do it? But is what I like to know. Friend, experience. Maybe are they able to monitor the house? Snake. Ideas. Okay, big look. Okay, big look. Prison. So it suggests honestly that this is also means there's so the people that are working for the GOP in the polling places are inexperienced and don't know what they're doing. So ultimately, I don't think they win. Okay. So, okay. Mm. Wow. Okay. Let's see. All right. So let's move on to something else. Mm. But I see this. I see that they go in, they find discrepancies, and I even think that the DeSantis could be charged for election fraud because he helps, right? They all, once you trace it, it all goes back to him. So, okay. Okay. So, no, it has told me, Rose, there's going to be a lot of it all over the country in red states and purple states, but they're not going to win. And there's a lot of pressure from Democrats. There has never been as much pressure. So they kind of like at a loss. So that's the answer here. Now, there's a lot of other interesting points that were raised here for today. Okay, so this other thing, this is something I do not get. So Trump, oh, okay, I think of course it's legit. So Trump is almost 2 billion in debt. Okay. And the amount is growing. So, okay, I don't get it. How is he in debt for to that? Because all I see is him making so much money constantly. Is this, I don't know, guys, is this, what is it? I don't get it. How the hell is he in 2 billion in debt? Okay. How how is Trump 2 billion in debt? I don't understand. Okay. I just don't understand. Okay, what is it? How? Okay. The rich guy, the man. Okay, what else? The rich woman. Okay, so tell me more. Courts, judge. Okay, foreign. So letter, changes or transfer. When okay, let's see one more here. Public or network. Okay, this is losses. Oh, prison. Look, a lot of losses he's gonna have to go to prison. Old woman, it's tradition, but it could also be could have been going on for a long time. So you know what's interesting? Okay, so the cards say essentially that here is he has to go to court to the judge and then foreign. So what I'm understanding is interesting. I got this information saying that what is written off as debt is actually his cash flow. So it's saying that, for example, this is how he used to get money from Russia. He used to say he has, you know how his debts would ultimately be paid by unknown persons. This is how it was. So if he owed, let's say, 2 billion, it means that that was the money that was kind of like going to be deposited to him, something like this. So is it? So he's saying this: he would incur debts, and Russians would either pay the debts directly, or he would default on the debts, but then Russia would pay whoever the. Does it make sense? Like behind the scenes. So so is he really in debt? Or what's his number? What is it's Trump in debt? What is the figure? Treasury losses come out. Gift house. This could be the real estate business. The okay, so you know it tells me also that it's the money he has to pay back for all these lawsuits, right? Look, the wife, the she, women. That's right. I think it's the money he had to also pay back for. Oh, okay, he's telling me. Wow, interesting. It's telling me this: the money that he owed women, but also the money that he has to pay because of women. So in other words, it suggests that Russia charges him like an amount for his compromise. Like they have compromise on him and they charge him not to share the information. Does it make sense? So so it's almost like there's a fee for that he has to pay them every month. I don't know however much. Like he has to pay them in order for that to not come out. So okay. So it's saying this, you know, Rosie, before this, so he would be able to have debts, and then Russia will be like, hey, don't worry about it, we'll take care of it. They would take care of it. So the way they own him is that they first they let him have the debts and we paid off. And then suddenly they'd be like, you know, we're not gonna pay you off this time. You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna lose this, this, and that. And if you don't, so that's how they would force him to do specific. I'm not saying this is his responsibility. He made a deal with them to do just that. But then it got worse, right? With all those people that work with Russia, whatever, it could be different countries, but it's like this, oh, we help you out, and then we don't. And then we can really harm your life in a lot of ways. So that is essentially blackmail. Okay. Wow. Mm. Mm. Yeah, will the Kompromat come out? And I have a question, guys. Those tapes, you know what? As I was saying earlier today, just as I started, the Michael Wolff journalist who published the tapes of Trump, he has a book or something, the tapes of Epstein talking about Trump. The question I have is this. I guess you know what I'm thinking this. Is this a sign that more stuff is going to come out about Trump and Russia in terms of Kompromat? Or is it just that what is the significance of these tapes coming out? Okay. Okay, network can clear the child, new beginning. Okay, so big changes, worry about the deal. The house, could be the White House, letter, conversation. Look, they have the conversation. In other words, we got the conversation. It's a white, what is it? The house. Let's see one more here. For a long time, we have had the conversation. This could be to Trump. This is Trump Inc. could be to them that we have the recordings. We have more where it came from. So I have a question to Trump. What does this, when he sees that this is published, when they see that this is published, what does it make sense? Like, what is, when Trump sees that this is published, what is what does he see in this? Because from our perspective, it's one thing, like, oh, look, Epstein is, but him, because I guess, you know, I'm thinking from the cards, I got the sense that it's something like they know that Trump is compromised. They're telling him, we know you're compromised. But from Trump's perspective, what does this mean that the press is publishing now tapes about Epstein? Like, and you know, guys, it's like, again, just as the press is saying, oh, there was a it was something so convoluted. Oh, the White House misrepresented statement of Biden in the printout. Okay. And so meanwhile, we have Epstein talking about Trump and how clearly he knew a lot about what was going on in the White House then. So my question is, how does Trump see this development? Organization, secret. Wow. Secret about himself. Okay. Oh no, it's over for him. It's over. It's over. It's also payments. Over payments privately. Love, just sexual stuff. Now, interesting because the soldier card, it could be violence, it could be threats, it could be doctor. This is now doctor in this type of the Italian card. It's the card of advice of doing kind of like somebody giving you advice. So it's saying, so it could be like that. They're giving me advice. They're telling you what to do, and that they have information about my love story. My love meaning not love, but guys, it's so fascinating. Whenever through the readings that I do here on the channel, I have learned that the love card has a lot to do with sexual activity. It's not usually how we tend to think of love as like romantic love, but a lot of times it just represents sex, right? Because that's what Trump does. And that is like they say, yes, it is a reminder that they have information. And I see Trump is really scared because they have information on. So, oh, and another thing, guys, you know how there's something else. When Epstein died, the FBI seized his stuff, right? His files, documents, or something. Does the FBI has the FBI found something in Epstein's papers or whatever, archives or something, that suggests Epstein had the compromise on Trump? Okay, right? That's really the question. That really is the question. Does the FBI have information that Epstein had Kompromat on Trump? Okay, sorrow. Okay, this is the law. Money upside down, so it could be blackmail. That's right. Okay, now, oh, and it's saying, guys, I don't know, I don't remember all these details, but it's saying that Epstein contributed a lot of money to Trump's campaign. Okay, letter of theft about, okay, related to women. So the question is, I see more cards say. Okay, letters, money laundering, shady money. Okay, blocked. Deal, blocked. Opportunity. So the question is, I see that Trump is sweating. He's really nervous. So there's that's why he's saying that's why they were discrediting the FBI, because he knew that the FBI always had information. I say he was told by people that right, he was told, people in the FBI said that they got, yes, he knows they had information. And I get this sense, guys, it's so weird. I get this heavy, again, I'm a little doubtful of this, to be honest, that I see this figure that it's like Jeffrey Epstein, but it's more monstrous. But he's on the other side. It's kind of like saying, yes, yes, we have it. I had it. I had it. Well, and he's saying that's why they got rid of me. Because I had, that's right. Wow. Wow. So I have a question. So is this true that Epstein, because guys, towards the end of his life, there was a lot of pictures of Jeffrey Epstein with Russian women. So, which leads me to believe that the Russians were somehow his business partners, meaning that, right? Don't you think it would make a lot of sense if it were true to me anyway. So let's see. Did the Epstein give, I guess my question is, did he give the compromat material to Russians in it? Because guys, think about it. If you're the type of, let's say, for example, you're a person who's gonna, if you're gonna, I don't know, blackmail these CEOs, they're very rich, very powerful. If people like you and I decide to do it, right? Don't you think they'd be like, whatever, who the hell are you, bitch? Like, don't you think it would be like, what? So they must have had, don't you think? I feel like Epstein must have had protection. Otherwise, don't you think they would have been like, whatever, who the hell's that guy? Right? Right? Don't you think? And that's what I believe ultimately. So, okay, so tell me about it. Did Epstein give the materials to Russia? Partially or completely? But I just want to clarify here. Okay, Audrey's saying he probably trafficked women for Russia. So I just want to say something that I really believe this is the key here. It's not that obviously the women are victims, right? But to me, the key of the business is not the sex trafficking, it's the blackmail. Does it make sense? So I think in some ways the women were interchangeable, right? It was the men that were not, right? In the sense that he used the women. The women were tools of exploitation. How he used these women? He uses women in order to obtain compromise from powerful people doing specific things, right? So it's saying yes, that's what it is. So did yes, did he give? No, it's saying that the Russians would get a percentage. But I have a question. How come Jeffrey, no, it's another question. How come Jeffrey Epstein? Why didn't the Russian mob, for example, try to get, maybe they're like, no, Rose, maybe they already did. But why did the Russians like not try to take the business away from him? Like, how did they keep him? Like, does this make sense? He's committing crimes that are interesting to state actors like Putin or whatever, right? So why wasn't he? Oh no, they're saying no, was it the end? Yeah, maybe. But how could he have stayed alive for so long? No, because it's saying he became rich, really rich by, and it tells me the guy, remember Victoria's Secret, the owner of Victoria's Secret, people like that rich. He was so bold that he would be like, you know what? It's kind of like, okay, wow, it's saying this. He got to know these men. He provided them with everything they wanted sexually. And then the men felt close to him. And when the men felt close to him, that's when he would flip the game and say, you know, actually, do you think I've been doing this thing for you for free? No, I have not. This is what I want from you. I want that mansion. I want that private airplane. I want $20 million by Monday. Okay, bye. So this is how he did it. Wow, okay. So so that's right. That's right. You know, it's true. It's true that Maxwell, I forgot what country he was from, but he was connected to that's right. It's supposed to be, this is true. So interesting. That's right. So wow, okay. Wow, okay. So okay, guys, you know, I do you want to let me just listen quickly. I have not listened because it is very hard. Like it's not just I say the word maybe is not the right word to say that it's hard to listen to it. But okay, what is it? Let's see. Mhm. Okay, let's see what comes up. Okay. Oh, it doesn't press. Interesting. Mm, okay. Let's see if it's on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting because it's not letting me. Where is it? Okay, this is, I guess this is the one they're probably gonna ask me to subscribe. Yeah. Mm, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't, guys. Unfortunately, I don't know how to listen to this. Ah, it's annoying. Okay. Okay, let's see. So it's not showing me the audio. Okay. If you happen to have it, let me know. Okay, but here's Epstein also shared photos from the late 90s of Trump surrounded by topless young women. And some of the pictures they're sitting in his lap. I mean, there's one especially, I remember where there's a stain, a telltale stain on front of Trump's pants, and the girls are pointing to him and laughing. Wolf claimed the FBI discovered the photos in Epstein's safe when the agency raided his home in 2019, but never released the images to the public. Wolf described the photographs when discussing how he used Epstein as a main source for his book. Wow, Fire and Fury, which focused on the Trump White House. Whoa. Whoa, oh, look at this, guys. Wow. Wolf said that Epstein was afraid of Trump, believing that he was capable of doing anything. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, wow, wow. Okay, so what was I see interesting. I see that Trump was truly afraid of actually was the op I say it was the opposite, but Trump was truly afraid of Epstein because and I see that Epstein would make himself kind of like surround the White. He would make himself present, I guess. And Trump would freeze when he saw him because he knew what the guy had on him. Okay. So so what happened? So now, okay, I didn't now want to go into this, but I guess I am getting into this. So did Trump, okay, then the death of Epstein. It's okay, I'm just gonna ask, is Trump somehow involved in Epstein's death? I mean, I'm sorry. Remember, guys, I never forgot how Barr 30 minutes later he did, oh no, it was a press conference. He killed himself so quickly, remember? What kind of like so right? Remember this. I never forget it. Why would the head of a DOJ take his time, right? During the day, presuming he's busy, right, to do something like this. So my question is, was Trump involved in Epstein's death? And is it gonna come out and or what's the story? Okay. Okay, so let's see. Lord. Okay, negative surprise. Private. Okay. Okay, very important. Something important. Important is disagreement, or it could be important sex. Here's the law. Important fighting, important disagreement. Long far away. Sad news. Okay, this is meeting. This could be sex, right? So I see this. I get a sense, guys, that it wasn't necessarily Trump, but like it could be the Russians, honestly, or like whichever mob he worked with wanted to silence him because he was too dangerous for them. So I feel like Trump made it. I mean, he was a co-conspirator in the sense that he made sure through Barr, I guess, that Epstein somebody would be available to like, go get Epstein or whatever, right? Okay. Okay. So does it tell me again about this tapes coming out? What does this mean that is coming out now? I see it's interesting that the Russians are kind of annoyed that because they want to be the only ones who have the information. But it's saying it's all true, Rosie, all of this. But I don't know that it comes out, it's right a few days away. So wow, it's crazy, right? Wow. Wow. Though I don't know what to say. It's really intense. Okay, so wow. But then I see, guys, a dam breaking. Honestly, a dam breaking after the election, everything comes out because there were people that are truly afraid of Trump or what could happen to them if they in fact did go ahead and okay. All right. So, wow, okay. Okay. So what will happen to Trump as a result of these latest Epstein tapes being released? Okay, friend, news of his friend. Oh, means an ending, leads to an ending. It reminds me of, okay, the debt. Okay, now payments. He's really worried about payments, about money. Everything's recognized, meaning things are coming out. Okay, the prize upside down. Now it's sometimes I feel like it could be that he has to pay back, like the prize upside down. It's like oh look, big misfortune. So, and it's almost as if he knows that the moment all of it comes out, and I see that it's like when everything comes out, he knows that his life is like so for him because he was always told that he's not supposed to go, right? Like you're not supposed to talk about it. His handler said you can't say anything. You can't, right? And it coming out, it really harms. He's worried about his position. That's why he's saying he's acting crazier than usual. Okay. 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 Now let's go to changing the subject again. Now let's talk about investigations into Jared Kushner. So this is a Michael Isikoff. He wrote several books, I think, about Trump. Okay, hold on. I guess I'm not share. Let me share. Mm. So this is, I was reading this. So, okay. Okay. So as Kushner, this Saudi government has also been paying Kushner management fees on all their money, at least 87 million so far under the year, an arrangement that guarantees him regular fat paychecks from Riyadh as well as other foreign governments. So, so my question is here about, okay, so will there be, so then they're asking, so why didn't who, okay, we're asking and why didn't ask Garland to appoint a special counsel to investigate Jared? Is there going to be, will that happen? Whether it does, it's like meaning, obviously not now, but after Kamala is elected, will there be a special counsel investigating Jared? Election, older man, election piece. Okay, hard. Okay, happy to do a false person, facade. Okay, or illusion. Okay, older woman. This is the contract. So I guess it could be, okay, here, thief. He's an enemy. Okay, enemy exposed. So what are they, what is it going to be? Special counsel. I feel like the DOJ has been investigating him for a long time and will indict him. I don't know because it's saying that you have to first get Trump and then get a co-conspirator because the case of Jared is very close to Trump's. Does it make sense? So that's what I get. Now, what is going to happen to Jared after, like, okay, as soon as the election is over and we have a new president that is not Trump, what is going to happen to Jared? Okay, message, get a message. Lies about his gift. That's it. This is personal finances or boss. Personal finances are recognized. Okay, cut. Look. And they're going to, this is, yeah, that's right. And I see the government taking, have you seen these like images of cash when it's printed? It's like these blocks of money. So the government takes the blocks of money. It's saying because it's corruption and therefore it doesn't belong to him. So yes, so it's saying yes. Yes, it's like he's going to be prosecuted, but he's not the, right now the focus is on Trump because obviously if Trump stay in power, then he could be pardoned, maybe even. Okay, so wow, guys, this is crazy, right? Wow, okay. So is that it? Is that it for today? was so fast. Oh my God. So this is it, okay? Sad for him. I know. So guys, no, but really this is it for today, right? I think I covered everything. It's crazy. Still thinking of it. No, it's saying Rosie, this is what Trump really is, right? He's always been, and I remember before this is what he did. He went to parties here in New York, like he was like a socialite. He was always in the gossip columns. That's what he liked. So that's who he really is, it's saying, okay. Wow, okay. But guys, don't you think I'll come back tomorrow? Because I think it's going to be huge. Tomorrow and Sunday, and then Monday, of course, right? Because there's so much going on. So, but it's saying the truth about him is going to come out because you can only like block it for so long. Okay. Even if guys, even if the media has done, how do you say, a an informal censorship about his because it's saying he would threaten newspapers and all that. So wow. All right. Okay. Yes, so great to see you guys. So I'm gonna go, okay? So but it was great to see you. Okay, and I'll see you tomorrow probably at some point, okay? Because I know there's gonna be a lot. It's so crazy, right? God will. I think we're doing okay. We're doing okay. All right. Okay, so have a good night and I'll talk to you soon. Okay? Okay, bye guys.